How's it going, everybody? My name is John. I'm here with Patrick BMW, part of the Patrick Dealer Group in Schaumburg, Illinois, and we have another awesome video to show you. Because this is a 2025 BMW i4 M50. This is a 536 horsepower all-electric Grand Coupe. Does that sound like fun? To me it does. Let's talk about it. i4 M50. Now, the M50 part of the name means that it's an M performance model. So it's going to have a lot more power. It's going to have some better brakes, some upgrades for performance. There is also an X-Drive 40 and an E-Drive 40, which is just a rear-wheel drive model. Those ones are going to be more focused on getting more range out of the car while not being quite as powerful, though they are still pretty fast cars. Now, this is the M50 models. This one, all about performance. Speaking of performance, 536 horsepower and 586 foot-pounds of torque. This thing absolutely moves, and you get that power absolutely instantly. You put your foot down and it's gone. It's just somewhere else immediately before the blink of an eye. It really is that quick. For 2025, they gave it some new upgrades too, which is cool, so we're going to talk about those. Biggest change for 2025 is going to be with the headlights. You get the new kind of DRL shape. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like shark teeth. I don't know why, I'm trying to kind of fit in how it looks in my head, but yeah, it's got the little kind of new line DRLs in there, and you get little blue accents also for the i4, which is cool. The M50 being the M Sport variant, it gets the M Sport appearance package, so you get the larger intakes up at the front, even though they are all closed off. The only thing that's open is the air curtain on the side to help direct air around to the side of the vehicle. But you got that big closed off grille. Now, this has been a big point of contention when these cars came out. Now I think people are realizing they're starting to look pretty good. I think the sentiments kind of changed a little bit on these big kind of kidney grills, or lungs, as the internet likes to call them. But yeah, I think that they're looking better and better every day, and people are getting used to the design, especially since it's been out for a couple years now. You do also get 19-inch wheels. These are awesome looking. I love the diamond cut finish on them as well, and you can get red or blue calipers. This one has red, just to kind of go with its kind of all black kind of menacing look. But the blue ones do look cool. The i4s also differentiate from the standard 4 Series a little bit with these grills behind the front wheels. These are offered in black, and then you get the M Sport mirrors with the little extra kind of top fin on them as well, and of course that super sloping roof line. Cool thing is also that these doors are pillarless, so you don't have the big kind of top of the window there. It all just kind of comes out looking like a coupe, even though it's got 4 of them. And these also get flush door handles also, just a little bit different than you'd see on the 3 Series. But let's spin it around so I can show you the back. All right, stepping around to the back of the car. One of the coolest things that they've added to all of the BMW 4 Series models are definitely the taillights, because these are BMW laser taillights. So all of the lines in here are actually little lasers that go around and kind of zoom through the tubes to make the design shapes in the back. It looks so cool. They're so three-dimensional. You could really just look at them for a really long time, but keep in mind there is a warning on there saying, hey, don't stare at them too much, because yeah, it's not good to stare at lasers directly in the eyes. It is also worth noting that these cars start at $70,700 and they go up a little bit from there. This one doesn't have too many options, but it's at about $75,000, and that is for the full-blown M50 model. One thing that I bet a lot of people didn't know about these cars is that they're a hatchback. So all you got to do is just walk up, click the little button underneath the BMW roundel there, and you can see you just get a massive amount of trunk space in these cars. There is no other sedan on the market that has this much room in it. Of course, you can also fold the seats down. You could take out the little shelf covers in there too with just a little pop, and really just have a ton of space in here. You can fit skis, snowboards, maybe a canoe, who knows. Just a ton of stuff in here also. Just a great amount of usable space, and really just get all the best of both worlds from having this grand coupe shape. You get the coupe sporty appearance, but a ton of practicality as well. Another cool thing about the back of the car is you have this full-length diffuser that goes from side to side, and you got these vertical slats that go all the way down there. It looks really, really cool. It helps suck the car to the ground at high speeds. By high speeds, I mean like 160 miles an hour probably. So yeah, you gotta be really flying to do that. So it's never gonna actually do anything on the public road, but hey, it's looks cool to look at. And of course, besides the i4 badging on the back of the car, you're always going to know it's a BMW i product when it has the blue surrounding the roundel on the back. So it's just a dead giveaway that, hey, this is an electric model, something a little bit different. Let's go take a look inside because there's a lot of 2025 upgrades in there too. All right, taking a look inside the i4, and you can see just a classic BMW interior. It's not going to be too dissimilar than what you'd see in a brand new 3 Series, but there are some little changes for 2025. The biggest change for 2025 is probably going to be with the steering wheel. You have the new M Sport steering wheel on here. It's got the little red 12 o'clock marker up at the top and the cutouts in the spokes as well. Looks super nice. And of course, being a M50 model, you get the tricolored M Sport stitching in there as well. Always a good look. Stepping inside the car, a couple of changes on here. They revised the dashboard a little bit, so your controls are a little bit different for the heating and air, most notably with these little vent pullers like you'd see in the new 5 Series. And your ambient lighting is actually underneath this piece of trim here, which kind of reflects down onto the dash instead of just kind of shining right in your face like before. But otherwise, same kind of layout as always. You got your wireless charger, cup holders, power outlets, USBs. You have the new kind of paddle style gear selector, and in all of the electric models you get a blue start stop button, which is really cool. You also get the new ambient lighting on the doors. It's kind of a little bit more sleeker, a little bit more kind of tucked under there than it was in the previous years. But otherwise, you still got these same awesome screens that you have had in BMWs for the last couple of years. Super, super responsive. And this is the new iDrive 9, so you get all of the new kind of layouts and everything. So just an absolute ton of stuff to do in these cars. You're never going to be bored playing around with all the toys in here. Just endless, endless features. Get a good sized sunroof in here too. It doesn't go quite all the way back because of how curved the roof is, but it's still a good amount of room there, and it does open up all the way. Checking out the back seat, still a great amount of room in here. Headroom is a little bit compromised for that low roof shape, but you can still fit adults in there no problem, and you can fit 3 across as well. You got a decent amount of footroom in here also, and you have your own heating and air controls with a little screen in there and 2 USB-C ports. But yeah, great amount of room in here. They do a really, really great job of packaging this car while keeping it as sporty as possible. Speakers in the back are also upgraded a little bit, so right by the door handle you get another kind of tweeter speaker up at the top. This one does have the Harman Kardon speakers in it, which sound fantastic. But yeah, slightly different look, slightly different placement of the speakers, but always nice. All right, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you could do me a favor, leave a like and a comment down below. Really helps us out. Also, go watch another one of our videos because that helps us out a ton on YouTube. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day.